everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield, and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here taking a look at NCT Dream's track entitled Hello Future. This is a Patreon request. Shout out to Kit for the request. Kit is a real one. You guys want to appreciate somebody, Kit is the one to appreciate, because most of the time when it's an NCT related content to review, Kit is the one responsible. So if you are a fan, you thank them. I thank them every single month for providing such quality requests, and I'm excited to dive into this one with you guys. Let's go ahead and get started.
Big dreams and big thrills, flying high, totally on this sidewalk. 네 눈앞에 달려 들고 있는 별, 나같이 불을 태워봐. 시작이라는 걸 넌 믿을 수 있겠니? 이제야 사랑이랄 것 같아. 꿈을 열어, 내 너야 나를 믿어. Soldiers knocking doors down, let me know. 전쟁 전쟁, 어떤 시간들은 모두 들어보내. 가슴이 소리치네. 달려가 날아봐. If you're rocking with me, here we go, here we go. Satellite radio, 내 미래에 전해줘. 세상과 정말 후회 없이 사랑했다고 말하게. Keep it all so, oh so bright. 어디든 we're coming together. 아무 걱정하지 마. 잡을 거야 in the future. 너를 만나 같이 더 빛나게. 아름다운 시간만 쌓자게. On my way up, hello future. On my way up, hello future. 미래에 너를 정하게 됐어. 벽에 위로 손을 맞대면 우리 너무 닮아 있어. 모두 찾게 될지, 결국 웃게 될지. 지금부터 운명이라고 해. Bang bang bang. Fire fire. 자욱한 연기 속에 살아남은 이 작은 꽃처럼. Straight facts. 다시 간 속에 너를 사랑하고 있어. Here we go, here we go. 날개를 펼치고 더 뻗기고 더 돌아가는 나잖아. 미래의 미래로 사랑을 나눈다. Keep it all so, oh so bright. 어디든 we're coming together. 아무 걱정하지 마. 잡을 거야 hello future. 너를 만나 같이 더 빛나게. 아름다운 시간만 쌓자게. I'm trying to set your beat, and maybe set your beat. 흔들리지 않게 걸어 나아갈 수 있을지. 수많이 있으니까 눈으로 같은 만족이 그 어디쯤 너 기다리고 있을지. 멀지 않아 너를 따라 네가 원한 모든 건 나뿐이라고 다버린 계절이 온기에 남은 잿더미 속에 Ready to clap back 어디 멀지 않은 peace 아픈 시간 네 남은 찾기를 바라고 또 원했지 Who you gonna believe Keep it all so, oh so bright 어디든 we're coming together
I'm vibing with it. Part of me wants them to go, ah, like hit the higher note, but that's just my preference. Ooh. Ooh. Okay then, I enjoyed that, and we ended up what, with an alien abduction, right? Yeah, sure, we're here for that. All right, ready to go. We got the dance practice right here, ready to watch. He said, who needs a spring from the concert floor? I can do it myself. I was not expecting that. Okay. Do you also feel this way? Ah! I like the subtlety, little bedrock. Yep. 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 아름다워. 아름다워 시간. It's a beautiful time. Nice. The squeakins of the shoes, man. Yep. That was fun. Yep. Yep. And this is not a short song at all. This is like a song. Do you know what I mean? Nice little walk it out. Yeah. No, literally me. Yeah, for sure. Love it. Okay, here we go from the top. I like a lot of the contrast that we see in this one. Huge subtlety with a lot of fullness. Those are just really nice, obvious places where we can appreciate depth, and captivating you throughout the routine is by showcasing those types of elements, which is really nice. So from the jump, we have everybody nice and laid down except for one person. So that's really nice. And you do tend to have, I think everybody's facing kind of the same way except for two, to my knowledge, is what this looks like here, except for somebody in the fair back. We can't really technically see him at this point. I like the little hit. Nice little moment to start us out. Let's go. Nice little T moment right there. We're cool. And then he literally freaking jumps like he's on a trampoline. That is high. So it's really, really cool. And I also love the fact that we have this contraction happening from everybody where it's nice and super slow. We appreciate that. He hops down. He says, come on now, what you want, what you ready for? I like how we pull up from the sternum on that part there. Sternum, of course, middle of the ribs, which is nice. And then he goes nice and slow. Everyone comes up, have their own little moment. They're traveling through, which is nice. So everyone goes off except for one person to help partnering in the feature. And then he goes up, high, low, which is also nice. This is what, 2021, I think is when this came out. I'm surprised that we're seeing skinny jeans here. I thought that this age, like the alphas and the Zs, disdained the style. But I know there's some millennials that have advocated for skinny jeans in the scene. I don't really wear them as much anymore. I like to wear as baggy of fits as possible. But I think this to me is giving like that 2013 to 2016 vibe, which I find to be really fun considering the year this is. Anyway, but he goes over, I like the little throw, he presents out, I like the little hop pop to get us transition, which is really nice. He hits, come on now, let's go. Nice little moment, and I like how we hold in our poses except for our feature here. He hits it, boom, and I like how he trots it. And then we go, bam, ba-da-da, and we're moving to the side. I like that we have these little guns. It definitely showcases the combativeness, which is kind of the opposite of the piece that they were showcasing in the music video, which I find interesting, right? So they have a nice little presentation there. I like the subtlety over, and I like the wave on that as well. Then he resets, and then he doubles the wave. So I like the first one, and then we end up doubling. It's nice. Then he hits it, nice, bringing it back, like just the knees on that and the accent. Then they're frozen, and then they move. So I like the pause, and then we choose to continue on. So we go high to low, which is also really nice. We go and reset. I like the little salute on that too. Little just rotation on the wrist is also nice to see. We melt it in, and then we turn, nice little hop, hop, hop over. And we kind of like scoop and undercut on that, which is really nice. We rotate and like the pulse, pulse, pulse on this too. It goes hit, hit. I like that accent point at the top. And then we nice little T to help reset. Like the swing in the arms looks really nice. Subtlety. And we go arm, arm. And then look at the subtlety of the knee. It's subtlety, man. There's a lot of really intricate kind of, but more isolated, but in unison. So this little choice with the wrist rotation, having the knee go in to hit the note. It's nice. I love that. And then we have the crash in the sound, very clearly define that in our movement there. The little envelope of the foot is fun together, and then we invert the knees on the second part, and we trace it through. And I like the energy on this trace above the top of the thigh. We present that hand out, and then from here we unfold, and then we use it to get sent around. So that actually ties well to that rainbow that we saw in the music video, which is cool. Then we hit over and up. Then we goes hello future, like, oh, hi there. It's fun. Then we end up doing a bedrock, which I love the body roll on this. It's giving the Kai energy, and it could be because he's in the skinny jeans with a white top, and it reminds me of what Kai used to wear. And then Taman, I feel like, has worn that fit before too, and I like how we go and we swim it out of it, and then we end up doubling, and then it goes hop, 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 stacking it up, hop, 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 and then this arm, they end up sending their body underneath. Now, I just recently looked at a P1 Harmony choreo to, was a bop, where they had their hands and then they kind of folded underneath, something along those lines. What I was mentioning over there on that analysis is what I meant here, where you have the hand, and notice they kept it where it was and they sent the body down. So it's really cool that in the same recording session I have the privilege of talking about something that is like a workshopped opportunity and seeing what it looks like practically in a different choreo. It's just fun. It's fun. And then they reset, boom, boom, boom. So I like it with the knee to accent that. They rotate through, and the chest on that's cool. We throw and we throw. Come on now. Yeah. And then the shoulders and how we're pushing them forward. And I like the head to accent that on the side, which is nice. And then this to me, that feels like a Tony Testa symptom right there. I hadn't seen that in a while. Something like that. I don't mind it. I don't hate it. But how unhinged that choice was just reminds me. It's so hard to not think Tony Testa when I look at an NCT material, 127 specifically, and they pull something like that. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe it's like a PTSD, but that's okay. PTTSD. Anyway, so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, so we have the clasp right there with the hands. We send it off. So we take our arms out and up. So they all walk off. What are they doing? I mean, it was kind of looking like we were doing, a little walk it out, which, fun fact, before the term walk it out became walk it out, like how it was viralized, the move was called a pool palace. So I hope you learned something new just then. There was a track called Pool Palace, and they would do that on top of tables. And then when Walk It Out came out in 2006, they coined it from there. So I'm just letting you know, there's nothing new under the sun, but there's so much we can appreciate about what's underneath it, right? Oh, come on now. Anyway, so I like the accent point there. I like the shoulder roll on that, which is really fun. The clap, I like that little accent there as we go to rotate, switch over. The switch and switch over to the side, it's nice. We drop, little ball change on this is also really cool. The head is also really nice. The accent point to the side, and they hit over, dee-dee-dee, with the shoulders. They go high and low. I like the opposition of the partner moment. That was really fun, where he goes and he pulls. So I would say my MVP of this track, the one that caught me the most in terms of, when it comes to technical execution of whatever we're seeing in his feature moments, I would say is my guy right here. I've noticed him twice now in just his choices are really nice and vibe very well and flow to when he's featured. It's just fun. That moment was cool. He hits it over, which is nice. He's pulling and assisting. Click, click, and we go and we build up that arm, which is nice. And then he hits, check the time, nice little head accent there, a little 3-step turn to get us to the next spot. And they rotate the arm, accent up, and we hit. Now we're doing a little Dougie to transition it, right? That was fun. And then from there, we ended up rebounding it to get us transition elsewhere. So we trot to the other part, new feature over here. They're frozen. I love that part. We have one of our guys just hanging out over here on the side, which is fine. I like we kick, ball change, and then we drop low. And then here we go, which is also nice to see. Rotate it up, and then we have it in, over to the head, which is also fun. Party, 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 party. Subtlety and subtlety. And we go high, boom, boom, boom. It did look like we were adding a head to that. We weren't. I think we were just involving the head or lowering it just so we can have that pulse moment, which is cool. Then we decide to ninja run across in front of everybody, which I find funny, but okay, a situation like that, normally my first thing would be, can you make it there by going around? The answer to that question is probably no, because of the traffic pattern that you see everybody else go. So it really just depends on why he ended up. Now I'm curious as to why he went off stage that way. So he ends up going off this way. So all this we've already kind of talked about. Those chugs over, hit, hit, hit. Yeah, because now I'm thinking, like, if I was in a performance direction position, I would try to workshop that out or try to get him to that spot earlier. Is it more distracting having him go off stage this way at the end of the feature? Or is it more awkward to have him go on stage here? I would personally try both, and then whichever one looks the least awkward, I would put him in. So we're just going to leave it there. But that's such an interesting thing. I would 100% be like, yo, let's figure out how to get you there faster. So you didn't have to cut underneath the feature. That's my thing, because you're going to see that every music show, you're just going to see him. Even though he's hunched over, you're going to see him because he's the closest to the foreground. So right here, I like the crispness of that V. Look at the range, pretty decent, right? I like that with the speed change, and then we hit it down nice and low. And then up, so, and then we have the same thing with the knee. It's really nice. It's so satisfying. You get to saturate and really appreciate that note. And then you have the subtlety going on with the wrist. Little hit over, hit ball change to the front together. And I like how we have it over, which is also super fun. Little trace there, hit to the side, hit, and then we fold, and then we, accent it up. Come on now. And it goes hello future. I like the little head on that. Then we have a nice little bedrock. So I like the little flick on that. It's cute. Then we have a little energy on there, doubling it up on one side. And then we go single. So I like 1 and 2 and single. Then we double it up. Then we single. It's just subtle. I really like the fact we didn't just stay bedrocking a basic way the whole time. We added a double up where it's so seamless. Very well done on that. Then they stacking it up. Really nice way to content your way through transition. Then they bring it over, they rotate, they swing that arm, hit over, nice little party moment. And they go doom, doom, doom. So I like that little just ping pong rocking from side to side, which is cool. Feature coming from the back. He trots away. That's fun. Then they pull away, which is also nice to see. They go head, head, head. He goes hit all the way around. He brings it through. I like that little energy travel through. In, high to low. And they pick it up, which is nice. So definitely very quick. It does look a bit marked here. Yeah, it's a da-da-da and bum. Yeah, it just feels like, okay, we're just going through the section. Like if I played the song and they were all just workshopping or just going over the choreo, that's the kind of fullness that looks like to me. So I don't know if this is actually like true fullness or if that's just them doing it because it's a tricky section. Couldn't tell you. That's life though. Hit da-da-da and boom. All of that just feels marked. Pulling it through. But that's whatever. Boom. That's fine. The turn through is nice. So we draw it down low, high. And I like the little travel. Do-do-do-doon. And then he goes, opening my eyes to the UFO that's coming from the music video. What that feels like, right? Slow walk. No, it's nice little pose to stand and sing. We point to the audience because we can. And the clap there. And ooh, who started it? I think center started it and then went low, high. 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3. Somebody was offbeat on their clap. Did you hear that? Who was it? Ta-da. I think it was. Oh, it could be my guy in the black. Hold on. Ta-da. It has to be one of these two. I'm gonna figure this out. It was him. I would look at him if I was in the rehearsal space. I'd say, "Boy, we caught that." That's life though, whatever. I think that's really funny. When I watch this particular choreography, it is really fun in my head. I don't know why I'm thinking this way, but it really does feel like I'm in the position of I'm watching a choreo and I'm reviewing it like I'm working with my own dancers for a competition routine that they outsource in choreography and I'm cleaning it. Like that's what this feels like to me. Maybe it could just be like the angle in which I'm watching, just some things I'm pointing out or some things that I'm noticing and I'm like, I normally only notice that when I'm working and at one of the studios I'm at. Do you know what I mean? I just find that so fascinating. You know, it's so fun. The clap is fun. I like the little heel twist where they get the foot to go a little bit closer, the look to the front. I like the opposition where he goes, he lowers and he raises in order for us to get everybody on the same level. That's nice. We run to get everybody now onto a nice structured formation. We go out in to our feature. Our feature is not technically center, so I like the opposition of the rest of our members to really help aid us as a viewer to know where they want us to look, because where you want to look is my guy right here because he's closest to the front, right? And so I really like the fact that they all turn very clearly and we have our center having his body and torso facing front. It's very nice. So I like his subtlety with the little trace around. He takes it, he pushes it away, he goes kick, kick. Oh, is that Mark? Oh, it's Mark, it's fine. He accents, boom, he goes, nice and tap. And we say, come on then. And there's your V. Nice little accent, 1 and a 2 and a 3. Swing, swing. Ah. And so they technically didn't start the wave from the hand. They actually started from the shoulder. And then they finished at shoulder, and then they looked over to the side whenever they chose to speed it up. I love that choice. Very interesting. Normally you have people start from the hands. You normally don't see it start from the shoulders. So that was cool. I like the kick. Coming together, lean together, and then they bled through the phrase to create a lunge, and they bring it back in, and then they accent with the shoulder to help with that bevel. That was really cool. It goes subtlety and go down up. The hello future, down up, and then you have a little bedrock. Then da 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 da, like the hair flip, and then we dig it through. Yeah, yeah. Nice little trot, ba-da-da-da, a little pas de bourrée, and we dig it through, which is also nice. Yeah, yeah. And then I like the ripple. He goes, hi, no. He goes, punch, 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 all the way low. And then we hinge around. I like the accent point. I love how we hit it. A little clap on that's really fun. It was really cool how they chose it. They hit it, they kicked, they kept it in order to clap it in the transition. That was a really cool moment. We got to go back and see that again. 1, 2. Yeah, it's 1 E and a 2. I think it was this 1 E and a 2 E. Ooh, let's count it. 1 E and a 2 E and, ooh, that's tricky. Hit, clap, over. It's not a smeeze. You could have pulled a smeeze on it, but they didn't smeeze it, so they just step, ball change. Come on now. And they clap, 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 pa, pa. That's tricky fast. That's tricky fast, man. And then they end up going into a gangsta walk structure transition, and then they end up walking it out in their transition. Like, that was such a fantastic little outro moment there into our lines, and then we end up circling this line and rotating it around in order for us to get into our every other. That's cool. I like the swings on this. Is super fun. I like the arm swing to go low high. D. Oh man, that they just said we're gonna put all the syncopation at the end. Thank you. Goodness, when we're tired, obviously. It's swing, down, up. So it's up, down, up. Up, D, rotating through, and they hit with the head, which we love to see. Boom, and then we swing it down, and we pulse through, and then we come back up. I like the kick, punch, and it goes crisscross down, and trot, and then we throw the energy up, and then we have some subtlety in the shoulders, and we hit accent through, and then we have a boom, little outro, and then we're frozen while the music's still going. That was fun. And then it goes hello, and then we do a head ISO to the side, and we let our hand also complement that, and then we boom, accent again to remelt to the floor. Whew, lordy, and then they get abducted, right? Yeah, we're here for it. They said goodbye. That was really fun, but we're not done with this yet. You know why? Because we have a behind the scenes. So we're going to put those captions on, turn this up, and enjoy our time. Let's go. Context. We love ourselves a good power of context. Quick practice. Chenli. How was The Conjuring? All black. That's funny. Take off your top. That's rude. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
Big dreams and big thrills, fly high only on wings inside bar.
Punch him. He's wearing a ring. Punch him. Ah! That was funny. Satellite radio. Ah! It says, I love you. That's adorable. Oh, man. That's it. Oh, don't hurt him now. Honestly, practice is the best time to crack your voice. It's awesome. Ah! Yeah. I love that. That was good. Yeah, yeah. 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 Hello, future. When you got no momentum, that kind of stuff sucks. Oh, bless these boys over there. I have a feeling the guy in the yellow is Casper. How he's standing looks like Casper. But I have no idea. 좋아요. 좋아요. Look at that. Spicy. Look at that. Dream. Go Dream. That's funny. For real. Guys, the redirection for this is so real. Sometimes there's rehearsals where they're like, let's make it quick, and then the brains are like, wee! So you gotta reel it back in when you want to make a change, and then you're like, okay, let's go from the top, and they're all like in La La Land over yonder in their groupings, and you're like, come on, we got stuff to do. We ain't got time. Time is money over here. Let's go. I also am curious with a lot of these sessions, these cleaning sessions, how long they realistically are. I've heard anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours, which is brutal. 3 hours is a long time for a cleaning session. But it also depends, though. It really depends on what your timeline is and how often you're able to rehearse this. And having to cater this to the other facets of their schedule, like recording, fan meets, fan signings, sponsorships, promotional. So getting all of their schedules collectively and individually together is tricky. So I'm very curious about that logistic, because I get a regular schedule. It's like every Sunday at this time to this time, or every Thursday from this time to this time, this routine with this studio gets rehearsed. This is probably not that way because it's expedited. I have 9 months. They have a month, if that, to get everything squared away. So they got a full plate, but this is their job too. So it's just a very interesting logistic to navigate through, because it's curious about the choreographer and getting their schedule lined up too, because they got multiple groups they're probably working with. Cool. Hot sauce. Hot sauce. They have a song named Hot Sauce? Spicy. I'm excited for that. That was cool. Way to go, Kit. I just love the fact that we have these behind the scenes, because it really does show, like, that's a very realistic rehearsal if I've ever seen one. Now, if I ever worked with a K-pop group, not specifically, but I have looked at a ton of material of behind the scenes, and I do work with dancers of various age groups in rehearsal times like this for very specific things, especially competitive, being viewed in a judgmental light. Does that make sense? They're being viewed to go for fans and for the general public. For me, I'm used to judges, a regular old audience of people who have some either layman or adjudicated experience in what they're looking at. A lot of things can get recorded and put on social media, so I have the YouTube, Instagram aspect to factor in choreo as well. So every time that a dancer goes on stage in the studio sense, they have competitively, you really never know. You sign a media release, you never know what's going to show up on Instagram, so you always have to be on your A game in classes too, not just in rehearsals. So even though we don't really we don't film our rehearsals, and I probably never will because they're minors and I personally don't feel comfortable with it, there's a lot of similarities, regardless of age, I've learned, of people who do this as their day-to-day and people who do it as working like a full-time. So this is very fascinating to kind of remind myself of all the nooks and crannies. It made me not feel crazy at times when I have my dancers just act crazy and I'm like, yo, let's dial it in. We got comp in like 2 months, you know? So it's really fun. Kit is a real one as always. Thank you so much for this request. Y'all know me, I know you. I'm Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.